There, Cancer. This is Joy with Joy of the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energy in the world around you. Subscribers, welcome back. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and ring the bell out beside it, and they will be sure to notify you anytime I post new videos. Also, if you find you like the content that we provide here at our channel, be sure to give us a big thumbs up and like and share. So, Cancer, you said you wanted to start with this at the top. Let's see what that's about. Let's see what Cancer has going on. I can tell there's a bit of thinking, I could say kind of scheming and planning, because it's a little bit of a scorpionic energy going on with you, Cancer. You're kind of wanting to get in on the skinny of some things. You're like giving it that scrutinous eye, that evil eye, kind of trying to see what is going on in the depths underneath the surface. More than likely that's with another person, correct? So let's find out what's going on behind the scenes for Cancer. Okay. Here we have number 27. It seems that your intuition was right on point, as if it wouldn't be, correct? This is the Venus flytrap. Can you see that? So it's the thing that looks all exactly like what you want, you know, and we're not saying you're the fly, but it's dewy and it's sticky and it's got this nectar and it's wide open in this beautiful color, and it's so enticing and inviting on many sensory levels that you don't even notice those little fingering prickles around the edge, or that the moment you begin to land and drink, that it just closes you up and devours you. So a devouring energy, huh? But it's playing out as the cardinal. Cardinal for many people are our spirit relative, correct? But this is false identity here. And they're not waving the white flag. They've got like deception, like, hey, up here, and then there's trickery going on down below. So for some of you, that would definitely be a sexual connection. But also, if not, it can be disempowerment, because we're talking about the lower chakra, especially in your power chakra, is what it's hearkening to here. Is there is some veiling of the person's intentions as to what they're doing. So they talk all light and up above, but meanwhile they're filching. So I wish I could see. Can you see through my table? Okay. Meanwhile, they're all up above the surface, like, hey, how's it going? How you doing? Meanwhile, they're filching and taking your energy from down below. Which, even if you're offering it, that is a deceptive energy. If they feel they have to take, that relationship, that connection, that interaction is already out of balance. It is not a partnership. It is not a friendship. Those are both relationships, and relationships have to do with two-way streets. This is a third party. Okay. It's carrying moth energy. And I'm all fine with moths and things, but they tend to be the things that, the little worms and critters that eat up your garden are often laid by moths. And it can be a stupefying energy. I don't know another way to say it, so I just have to go there. Kind of stupid energy that is showing up in that is stupefying. It really gobsmacks you. It's like, how the hell? How is this going on? How did that happen? That sort of thing. So it puts you and gets your own wheels spinning and turning, which is more energy leaking. Look at that. Like the light, which allows them to be attracted and drawn right back in, to find you, to know where you're at. This is a returning energy, so I wouldn't even just base it on the person, an individual. This is something that keeps coming back to find you, because it is the energy within them that is animating and utilizing them that has the desire to get you. Moreover than the person themselves. So that energy is something that keeps coming back. So let's take a dive into that. Now let's take a dive into that energy. So what is going on with this energy, this person that is underhanded, working under the table with Cancer here? We got 3. These are sistered up, so we'll do that. Oh, okay, same thing here. Okay, so these came inverted. My decks are not inverted. If you don't know that by now, if you're new to our channel, I keep them all upright. That way the energy for each read stays fresh for that sign or fresh for that person that I'm reading for. Inversions are free and allowed to come in anytime they want. So when they do, be sure to hearken to them and to lean in close to see what's going on, because they have to make their way here. So underneath, to get a little clarity on this person, the ones that came face up are what we're going to look at first, okay? And then we'll get to the hidden energy that's going on. So this is what's above the surface. So above the surface, Six of Cups. And this is coming in like a friendly energy, like we're on the same page, we like the same things, you know, oh, BFF forever, that whole thing, whether they're your lover or not, it's like coming along of like false harmony. That's what I really hear going on here. And it puts you at ease, and there you are chilling and relaxed on your own porch. But what I see meanwhile that's not shown in this image, you've left your door open. And they're free. You're like, yeah, sure, go on and get you a drink inside the house. Meanwhile, you have all this stacked up right here. What is it about that they're not willing to take directly from what you offer in front of your face, but they feel that they need to go and sneak and hide behind your back? That's dirty dog energy, okay? That's this. Self-serving. They're self-deceiving even. Deceiving themselves because in their mind they're all like in the up and up, and you don't mind and it doesn't bother you, and they've deluded themselves. Delusional. Interesting. There's a tale here, a story here of why they can be that way. This person has a bit of a story that they've left behind them. They've done this before. Okay? So beware. Beware, Cancerian friends. So what we cannot see, right? The under the table, like I'll look, look over here. Working under the table, right? The part that's working you. Interesting. So we have the Page of Cups coming in. Youthful, vibrant, innocent. It's very much like batting the eye, playing up the innocent energy of, oh, me? Did I do that? Well, I didn't know that. And playing it and shirking it off. Shirking responsibility, number one. So that's putting burden on you. So it's more than just about the heart here. There's been some burden, some taxation, maybe even some financial discrepancies, that type of thing going on. And their underbelly, man, is squirrely. They've got several hidden agendas going on here, and they have a way to stabilize themselves in it. They're looking to you as a source, and they're plugging up and hooking up. So it's almost like someone parking their camper in your driveway, and meanwhile they've got all their, it's just like a little camper, right? But meanwhile, everything that's running there, they've now plugged through one nice little cord into the side of your house and are feeding off your energy. These many things. So this person doesn't even work with their own energy. We could call that narcissist, but it's not totally on that level because their mind isn't all wrapped up in this. It's all their feels, their entitlement, their deservedness, their, life was unfair to me, and so this is just how I am. This is who I am, or this has been done to me, and that's been done to me. So it's like a dodgy energy. Nothing about it like standing in their own ownership of things, like passing of the buck. They don't even waste time on the blame game. They pass the buck. They wave their magic wand. Let's turn it up. And they're passing the buck, waving it over the cup. Fill my cup, fill my cup. That's what I hear them saying. Meanwhile, as their cup begins to overflow, yours begins to run dry. Your fountain is running dry, and I actually see it cracked and broken. No wonder you were like, tell me what is up, Joy. So behind that, we have the Eight of Swords, inverted, okay? These came in as a sister energy. They were coupled up. I see they can only take it so far. You've been on to them for a minute, but you were trying to make sure that you weren't shortchanging somebody or being quick on the draw or jumping to conclusions, anything like that. Because you've had this energy around you before, a similar energy. Because remember that thing that loves to light you up and get you all flickering up here so that this energy can find you again through another person, another partnership, which it's not really partnership, right? Because it doesn't go both ways. Anyone that has to take or work under the table is not connecting or seeing eye to eye. So here it's obvious they're going to get caught. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time. And the thing is, I know you're saying you kind of want to mastermind a little bit of something because your hope is that they would learn their lesson and stop doing it. But it's more than just about this person. All right? It's about you speaking your truth. It's about when you begin to speak your truth, because that's what I mean over and over and over again. Can you see this eye staring at me? This eye staring at me going, tell them to speak their truth, tell them to speak their truth. And it's not that they have to accept or receive what you have to say, but you speaking your truth in order to stand up for yourself and to stand up for the greater good, that shifts things. Because remember, it's not even just about this person, it's about this energy. So this is an energy coming after your energy. So energy to energy, speak to it. And it might not just be words, throat chakra. A throat chakra can also be our example, just like the sacral chakra can. So the sacral chakra is an example about things that can't be seen, essences, nuances, things like that. But our throat chakra being seen is about us living out our truth. So like maybe that person tries to filter and repeat some patterns under the table, and you just nonchalantly draw it up, and you're just still sitting in your rocking chair like, what? Oh, you can't get in the house? Huh, well here, or you don't offer, you're like, here, you can have one of these cups right here. And all of a sudden they're like, huh? What? How's this not working? How's this not working? I'm waving my wand. I'm going to go fill my cup with the champagne that's hidden underneath some Dom Perignon, because that's what I want. And I'm going to call it lemonade and pretend that I'm just right here with you. And when you tell me that somebody broke in and took your Dom Perignon, I'll be like, oh, that's terrible. How did that happen? The story. There's that story coming out now. Their storyline, their train of thinking. They're telling me their training of thinking. And so if you want to kind of go at this and retrain, they're telling you, let them see what you say what you mean, and just be like, you can have one of these right here, and taper off and stay a little more closed, right? Because the lure is when this thing opens that you walk right into it and you open in return. But in this case, they open and they begin to play this innocent little energy of, woo, waving my magic wand. You go, you put on your wand-proof mascara, your face, your look that day, and you just say, not falling for it. And you don't play into their hand, right? Interesting. Okay. Is there anything else you want to know, Cancer? So how do you move forward from this? Let's see the energy that you're going to move forward from this in. Let's show, yep, Cancer. Okay, so it flew out that way. It's definitely this, the warrior, the will of heaven, patience, deep dive, molding character in a timely relationship. So the neat thing about this is, irregardless of the being, the human that this energy is coming through, whether that forges a relationship or not, you're reestablishing a power and a connection with yourself, your divine relationship. It's something that's been out of whack for quite some time. And it'll no longer be the thing flaming up at night, free gassing off your energy so that the moths and the things that breed pestilence in your life can come along and find you. So in this attempt to mold someone else's character, to stay true to what you have to offer, and to not let people just ransack the rest of you, holding to your value and expecting yourself to hold to that value, to that worth, and that not letting others just free jump past that space. Molds your character, and in turn molds theirs as well. Whether it moves them right on, whether it cuts them off, that's not up to you. That's their decision point, right? But it might actually forge a human-to-human relationship. Okay, so let's see. How is Cancer moving forward in this? Two of Swords, undecided. Let's see a little bit more. You're thinking about it. Okay, so you're holding spirit more closely to you here. In the darkness, because that's where that card is coming from. Because you're like, I like the dark. But what is that about? Do you really? Resonance. You're looking for this bond and for this relationship and this strong connection, this unison. And that's why you put yourself in that position of indecision. You're not actually there. Because you see, you're not wielding those swords. You're not holding them up, waving them before your mind. You're kind of sad and sorrowful and looking down and petting this cat right next to you. Stroking it. I'm sorry, I'm not going to say what they're saying. So we're just going on from there. But saying in that state of sadness or loneliness that you betray yourself in this previous pattern. So apparently it just needed to reiterate some of that and unearth the loneliness so that you could move forward. Because when we say things for what they are and we address them for what they truly are, where the roots are coming from, and we alter the roots, then we change the fruits. Because you can see this weeping willow up here. And so you're undervaluing yourself because of that loneliness. But yet that loneliness, it's kind of like when somebody binges. When they do it one more time, they've now nurtured that character that's going to do it again next time, that's going to need it again. The denying of yourself of that. Cancer, I'm back. Very interesting. I had to take a quick call. So you want to get on that same page and no longer feel sorry for yourself, feel down in the dumps, alone, sad. But just make sure you don't play yourself. You are bright and you're beautiful and you're fantastic. And this moon, this lunar part of you, this big, beautiful, bright heart, your intuition, that ability of yours is worth loving. And that love is worth starting with you, because inside that moon, look what's shining bright. Looky here. Look how close. See? It's fantastic and it's real. It's practical. It's lovable. It's tangible. It's touchable. It's not just some pipe dream. It's not something that's beyond your reach. It is totally doable. The power of people to love you, I believe, is here today. The power for you to love yourself and give yourself permission to be a warrior, to have this beautiful character that nourishes, and nurtures you, that holds true to your character and who you really are. Because when you hold true to your character and who you really are, your integrity, your ideals, that world begins to form and sprout up and spring up all around you, just like this radiance of the pinnacle. It becomes the showcase, like Bob Barker, come on down. You don't have to get down anymore, Cancer. Lift your head up, beautiful. Look, Princess Swords, being a master of your mind. Calm, cool, collected, calculating, not conniving or anything like that. It's just the calculation, the knowing that you know, and that your heart doesn't have to be decimated by this, that you just pick up on it and you're like, I'm going to sidestep that energy. I hear it. I mean, literally, I don't know how else to express it. I hear like freeway rush hour traffic. And you're just, people are having their crashes or their issues going along the road, and you're just changing lanes like, and you're just moving and navigating around at your own pace and your own speed. Following your juice, your heart. I like that. I like that, Cancer. I like that you bypass the troubles. Because if they're necessary, they'll make their way to you. But you're doing away with the unnecessary. That's kind of sexy. I like that. That's powerful and magnetic. Very attractive of you. Attractive in a whole new way. Attractive like this. So Cancer, I believe in you. Come along, my sweet, beautiful, loving, kind, majestic, powerful friend. Hey, this is Joy. Say I love you. I believe in you. You're awesome. And I'll see you soon.